Hello there, Broccoli Boy here, never give up. It's been a pretty long time now since I made like a normal ass video that's like talking about life stuff. I figure it was time, and I know the number one question literally everyone's gonna ask me about, probably for the upcoming future. What the fuck is. Well, long story short, I got a disease, and more or less I was starting to lose all of my hair, and it looks like a falcon and like two crows, like they had like a fit, and then they decided to make peace with each other, and then they decided to like attack me. So that's kind of how my head looks. So in the meanwhile, until the treatment fixes it, and I don't know if it's gonna get better or not, but from now on I'm using this. Yes, it's a wig. There's probably one or two who's like, wow, he did something cool with his hair. No, it's a wig. Uh, but I don't mind it. It's fine. Shit happens, that's life. Anyway, yeah, so that's why I look like a broccoli, or like Bob Ross, happy little accidents. Uh, anyway, so a little life update. What's going on? What's been going on lately, and how's everything going? Um, so first off, let's address the big thing, or big and big, the annoying thing, the weather. I'm one of the European boys, and like every other European in all of Europe, we don't have any ACs, so it's incredibly warm, and it's been boiling, like really boiling, and it's like to the point where it's hard to like do anything outside in general. Um, and exactly like every other European that exists on this planet, we think like we're too good to get an AC because winter is too long and summer is too short. And who cares about getting an AC for those few super boiling days? So we rather suffer. Yeah, that's our mentality. Anyway, yeah, super huge heat waves coming around now in Europe, and we recently had a big trip. We had the big trip, probably the biggest trip we've had as a family. We went to visit my grandma, who lives in the other part of Sweden. So we had a huge, long trip, and it was like from in the morning. We left like around, I think, 7-ish, and we didn't get there until like in the afternoon. So we spent like 6 hours or something um, in the train, and it was like pleasant getting there, and we managed, and it was fine. It was nice visiting her. She was happy, and Stella had so much fun. She got to like experience nature, like a more naturey side, and for some reason she couldn't stop running around on the grass because grandma has like her own house and like a lawn, and it's well kept, and like Stella had such fun just running on the lawn. And yeah, it was a nice little trip. And but the way home, ooh, the way home was such a disaster, like literally. So we got there in time. We were waiting on the train, and then suddenly we get the notification: train has been delayed. And we were like, oh boy, this is here it starts, here it comes again. Train delayed, and it kept pushing 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, then 20, and it kept going and going and going. And eventually, we ended up standing there 2 hours, like in total. So we walked around in my childhood city a bit. It was fun to see that some of the stores that were there when I was like 10, they were still there. So that was kind of cool to see. Um, but yeah, we got Stella a little souvenir. Let's see if I can find it. Here we got her some like cars. We're not removing them from the ceiling because like we're worried she will like eat them. So we're keeping them strapped on like for safety reasons. But it's fine. We're like blue car, yellow car, red car, and she like mimics us, and she's having fun, and she was playing with this the whole trip. So she was having fun. But the rest of us, me, my wife, and Mom, we were not having the greatest time. So 2 hours delayed, and it was in the evening. So by the time we arrived in our chain train, because we have to take two trains. By the time we arrived in our chain train, it was too. We like missed the other train we were gonna take, and we were stuck in Stockholm at midnight. And in Sweden, the trains don't go during night. You have to like book in advance specific night trains if you're gonna take a night train. So no train. We had to go to a hotel, and that's also something I haven't done since I was like a little kid. It's like staying over at a hotel. So that was like that was a whole different experience. Um, it was very cozy there. It was nice. It like the misfortune and annoyance of the trip ended up being somewhat pleasant still, and like it makes a great story. It's like yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, so we had to stay at the hotel, and then the next day we managed to get home. And oh boy, that was a big ass trip, and in the heat and everything. Yeah, it was brutal. Something else that I like have started doing recently. I've been keeping it up now pretty well for what can it be? Maybe 2 weeks. I've been doing. I've resumed parts of my old exercise routine. So now every morning I try to like take between 30 to 60-minute walks, and then I do like biking on my treadmill, not treadmill, on my bike. The treadmill broke long ago, but I have the bike. I'm trying to bike between 10 to 30 minutes every day on the highest setting. I've resumed doing my pull-ups and been working out as much as I can. And it's getting a little bit nice. I mean, it's not nothing, but it's better than what it was before, and I do feel a little bit more energetic for whatever that helps. But it's a little bit better. The hardest part for me though is that like the diet. The diet is like the hardest part. Like especially in the beginning, like when you're used to eating certain foods, like when you're used to eating carbs and you just cut that out, it's really hard not to want to eat carbs. And I've been managing my diet pretty good. Like there's a few days where I have like something small that's like oh, but it's been going pretty good. And like another reason for that is also like when we were at my grandma's, she has a scale, and I was like 80 kilos, and I was like, oh no. Like last time I weighed 80 kilos was when I was like 14, 15. Um, and that's like when I was losing weight. So during my weight loss journey as a teenager, that's like the last time I was this heavy. So I don't know what I'm now. If I had to guess, I'm like 75 now. But yeah, we're really trying to keep going at it, but it's difficult. Anyone who's trying to lose weight knows how hard that is. It's not easy. Like, and the thing is, I don't really have much of a I don't have real addictions. Like I can drink once or twice a month and feel like fine, like that's enough. I can smoke once or twice a month or something like that. Like I don't get addicted to substances, but when it comes to food, like that is my crux. That's where like I struggle. But I'm really taking myself like in the neck. Like, come on, dude. Like, you know, gotta really try now. But yeah, the food is very hard. Anyway, something else going on. Me and Julie and Stella are all still healthy and together. People probably wonder, like, are you still with your wife, and how's Stella doing? Yes, we're all fine. We're all still together. We're coming up on our, I think it's third anniversary now. I'm so bad at keeping dates. But yeah, I think it's our third one, and planning to go to our old city on a trip. But we'll see what happens. You never know. But that's the plan at least. So we'll see if that's gonna happen or not. Um, but yeah, we're just managing like that. It's going. That's kind of like what's been going on lately. As for life updates, not that much to say in general. But yeah, people might be curious. Another little update too. I am shutting down the GoFundMe page we have up. We have reached more or less. well, more or less the bills are paid and we've reached what we need. And I want to say a big thank you to everyone who supported us. And like, people have no idea how helpful that was, really. So really big thanks. But I'm turning that off now. And if someone still wants to support us, there's links, or people can become member. I kind of prefer that. Become a member and hop into my streams whenever I stream. It's nice. But yeah, I'm planning on making some more stuff in the future for my Patreon. I'm gonna put some content there too, like exclusive Patreon content, but it's gonna be in the future. It's not something I can do right now. But yeah, that's pretty much sums it all up. But yeah, I know Broccoli Boy here, signing out. See y'all in the next one. Bye bye.